beautiful friends, and welcome back to my channel. This is Nova Gnome Creations, and I'm Nova, and I am so happy to see you today. I hope you are doing awesome, and I hope you and your loved ones are taking care of the best that you can. Hopefully you guys are having a great day. It is pretty late in the day today. It is day 4 of Vlogmas coming on here in the evening, but still here, still made it in time to kind of hang out with you guys for a little bit, just kind of chat, see what's up, check in with you guys. How are y'all doing? I can't quite hear you, so if you want to let me know in the comments what you said, let me know what project you're working on, if you're working on something, what you got up to today, any interesting stuff going on in your neck of the woods, you know, like what's going on with the weather. Let me know. Let me know all the good stuffs and bad stuffs if you want to. You know, you can always unload here if you feel like you need somewhere to do that. This is always a place that you are welcome to talk about whatever you want to, as long as you keep it kind. Don't come in here and be a bully. I will delete your comment and block you from commenting if you do that. But other than that, feel free to talk about whatever. So today is the 4th. It is 71 degrees outside currently, and I'm filming this at 7 p.m. So yeah, it's not that cool out. I mean, 71 isn't bad, but like, this is December. Where is my winter weather? I mean, I will get like a nice healthy dose of winter weather when I go to Michigan. I'm super excited. I get to go to Michigan for Christmas this year. It's been a few years since I got to be there for Christmas, so I'm really excited. I can't wait to see the kids opening presents. I really wanted to be there for it, and I'm so happy that there was some really good prices suddenly on flights. I had been stalking the flight prices for months, and they were just astronomical. I was like, man, you know, earlier in the year, up until fall, we were having truck problems all year, and we were not in a position to be putting money aside for that. And then the flight prices were so expensive, and then got super lucky a couple weeks ago. Spirit Airlines, which is definitely not my preferred airline to fly through, but they randomly had like half the price of all the other airlines flights. So I was actually able to get tickets to go. Also, Spirit Airlines is going bankrupt apparently, or filing for bankruptcy. So I'm like, I wonder if those two things are related. So wish us luck on our Spirit Airlines flights. I prefer not to fly Spirit Airlines. I've actually flown with Spirit a lot. Back when I first moved to Texas, I used to visit every year, and I would always fly with Spirit because they were so much cheaper. But then it became not really cheaper to fly with them because they don't include anything. They don't include like picking your seat. They don't include a carry-on. They don't include a checked bag. They don't include a drink of water, a snack. They don't include anything. Everything is like itemized through them. And so it actually just like, for one, it wasn't like a pleasant flying experience, because also their planes are just not as comfortable, smaller seats, just like not the best. Everything is kind of subpar with Spirit, but they were cheaper. But because of the fact that I would have to pay for like luggage and carry-ons and things like that, it actually made more sense to fly with Delta. For my flight that I take to get from Texas to Michigan, I have 2 options basically, and that's Spirit and Delta. I think United Airlines like sometimes has flights. I think it's United. But they don't have like the regular like multiple times a day doing that flight path. At least whenever I look at tickets, it's always Delta and Spirit. But Spirit had these really good price tickets, and then they also have now options where like you can do, I think it was like Comfy Plus or something like that, and it includes like the seats that are towards the middle of the plane, and it includes like a suitcase, a carry-on, a drink, a snack, like basically all the things they itemize, for like $60 more or something like that, which is a lot cheaper than like paying for all of the stuff, like, because we need suitcases. You can't go for a week-long trip across country and not need suitcases, especially at Christmas time. I got presents got presents I gotta bring. Anyway, that is something I'm super duper excited about. So that's kind of my vloggy, I guess my vloggy update for today. I had no idea I was going to talk about that, but went on a tangent. But anyway, I'm hoping it snows while I'm there because I love snow. I miss snow, and the area that I live in Texas does not get snow. Like, we literally get snow, like, it's never snowed while I've lived here. Let's put it that way. It snows like sometimes, some years. I think it snowed a few times in my husband's entire life here. It's just the area that we live in Texas does not snow. And honestly, it doesn't even usually get very cold. It can get cold, but average-wise, it does not get cold. But anyway, there's my little vloggy part. And then as far as my crochet update, I've got my yarn, what is this thing called? Yarn bowl? Is that just the word for it? Is there another word for this? I don't know. I'm just going to call it a yarn bowl. I love this yarn bowl. I think it is so cute. Is this not the cutest thing ever? Time to unwind. You guys may see this in my like little opening sequence of my videos, and that's what this is, by the way. Anyway, I put all of those Christmas scraps of yarn. I've got a couple things sitting in the bottom of here, so I'm going to try to tip it. I put all of my Christmas scraps of yarn in here for now because they have been on my desk for like 4 days, and Ozzy has been stealing them and unraveling them and doing everything. Even though I grab them from him instantly, he's like very speedy. But I put them in here to take a break from working on this project, but I actually did start this project. So this is what I've got going on with my scrap project so far. Taru, come here. Come here. I went through and I made some little shapes. Taru, come here. Come here. Good girl. Good girl. Lay down. Lay down. Lay down. Good girl. Anyway, I made some little shapes, and at first I was thinking I was going to make a house with these. So I was thinking, okay, I'll make like a little Christmas house, because I do want to make a little Christmas house, but I was thinking more like a gingerbread house for that. Which reminds me, I need to see if I even have yarn that's the right color for that. But that's a project that I, may or may not be doing in the future days of Vlogmas. So I made 2 panels for the sides that were the same size. I did a chain of 15. I wrote it down so that I could remember for the second one. Chains of 15, and then I would do +2 chains to count as the double crochet. And then I did 6 rows, and I did that for both of these. And I was using scraps for these. I just happened to have 3 scraps of the same yarn, and I was able to get these out of it. And actually I ran out on this one, and so I actually did a little like skip panel where I just kind of chained and then just finagled the teeny tiny bit of yarn, because I definitely lost yarn chicken, and I actually like folded this in as much as I could because there wasn't enough of a tail to sew in. Folded it in as much as I could, kind of tucked it in there, and then I actually lit it with my lighter for a second just to kind of like bond the fibers together to like keep it from unraveling. But yeah, you can see the stitches through there of the little door applique that I sewed on here, which is just free-handed. And then instead of sewing it on, I actually surface stitched it on. And once again, I actually barely was able to finish it. Lost yarn chicken. And what I ended up doing was the starting tail was down here. And so I went all the way from here around, made it to here with the teeniest little tail, took the tail from starting, slip stitched up to here, or surface stitched up to here, and then tied my 2 little tails together. That was literally how much yarn was left. So that was that whole yarn scrap for this color of red that I had. So I'm utilizing these yarn scraps. And then I did a little surface crochet for the window on this panel. And then I'm still kind of debating on what I'm going to do with this, because at first I was thinking I was going to do a house, but then I had an idea to possibly do a train. And I'm like, I could continue to make shapes like these and do a train scarf. Sorry guys, I'm talking so much. It's triggering my cough. But yeah, I'm thinking about maybe making a train scarf where I like attach all these panels together. I don't know though. I really don't know. And that was why I stopped on this, because I need to decide exactly what I want to do with it. My creativity is kind of jumbling around with different ideas. And sorry about that. I had to get a drink of water. The other thing that I started working on is one of my Christmas presents. So I pulled a dumb. I ordered this off of Amazon weeks ago because I just needed one skein and I didn't want to pay shipping ordering from Premiere. So I paid, I think it's like $2 more to buy these from Amazon than it is from Premiere, but you get free shipping. It took forever for this to get here. So literally I've been waiting weeks on this, and I bought just the blue because I knew I had red already. This gets here and I'm like, okay, cool. I can finally start working on it. And I get in my stash. This is the red that I have. I thought I had more red than this. So I'm making a Spider-Man with this much red. And that's the primary color of Spider-Man, not the blue. I knew I didn't have Spider-Man blue, but I didn't realize I needed to buy red. So let's keep our fingers and toes crossed that I can win this yarn chicken. But I'm actually doing something really interesting for this. I finished the arms, and I'm doing color changes on here, but guess what pattern I'm using for this? I'm really excited to see if this works. I am actually using the Impkins book for this. I am going to make an Impkin in Spider-Man colors to make a Spider-Man. Like, it's not going to be an Impkin, it's going to be Spider-Man. The reason I decided to do that is I was trying to figure out, like, if I wanted to use a pattern free-handed. I kind of just wanted to use a pattern, but I didn't want to buy a whole pattern for it when, like, I don't need a pattern for it. It's not something I need to get a pattern for. But I didn't see, like, any free ones that were, like, what I wanted to look, or what I wanted it to look like. But, my nephew is really into Spidey and His Amazing Friends, I think is the name of it. So it's like a kind of specific caricature styled Spider-Man, and I actually think that the Impkins pattern will work really good for it. But yeah, anyways, my dog started barking, so I had to pause for a second. I think that's going to be super cool, so I'm so excited to do that and to show you guys what it comes out like. It's really fun to, like, take a different pattern and customize it to work for something else. So I think with the character kind of shape of the Spider-Man from the Spidey and Friends, Spidey and His Amazing Friends, or whatever it's called, I think that's what it's called. I think the shape of Impkin Arms 1 and Standing Body 2 should work pretty well if I put the color changes and then, like, additional things, you know, like the eyes and, like, a little spider on his chest and stuff. I think I can make that look like the right kind of body shape for that Spider-Man. So, and I wanted it to be something relatively small, considering I have this much red yarn. And the Impkins are not, like, large projects. Obviously it'll work up, like, bigger than if I was working it in worsted weight yarn or something, but this is, like, a pretty small stitch count kind of thing, so I think it'll be a good way to go. But I will keep you guys updated on that. I'm gonna go work on it now, and I'll show you guys what I'm up to tomorrow, see how much progress I can get in on it. I hope you guys have a beautiful rest of your night, and I will see you guys again tomorrow. Bye, guys.
Who is that? Oh. You think it's Santa? Yeah. Gonna put them back in?
Cute.